Hey guys, this is Shwosty, and this is the Honey Badger.
The honey badger has been referred to by the Guinness Book of World Records as the most fearless animal in all of the animal kingdom. It really doesn't give a shit.
Honey badger's a mean bitch, sir.
A honey badger does not kill you to eat you, it tears off your testicles.
Okay, so I'm going to start things off by just saying that I'm really annoyed. Really annoyed that I've been playing this game for close to a year now with weekly playtests, and I have never once used this weapon before. I've seen it come up in matches before from time to time, and I was like, okay, I'm not really interested in that. It just seems like another SMG, and there's plenty of those. But this is so much stronger than an SMG. This is basically, if you've taken the M4A1 and just like smushed it together in a vice grip, you would end up with the Honey Badger. This is an absolutely insane gun for close quarter combat, and I would dare say in close quarters it's probably better than the AS-Val. There, I said it, shoot me, decimal. And while it doesn't quite have the range of an M4A1, it doesn't pack that punch at medium to long range. If you are like me and you like sticking to the smaller servers, the 64 player servers where you're going to be playing on smaller maps, most of your engagements are going to be within 50 to 100 meters. That's how I like to play the game, and this is where you are going to get a ton of kills with this weapon. I picked up this weapon with absolutely 0 kills on it. I had never used it before. I played probably around 3.5 hours during this week's playtest, and it's the fastest I have ever leveled up a gun. I think by the end of 3.5 hours, I was on 350, maybe 400 kills with this weapon, and absolutely insane. Every round that I played, 32 people on each team, I was top of the scoreboard. I was just hammering objective, I was getting in there, I was pushing the flanks, and it's probably one of the best sessions I have ever had. I'm normally a bit more conservative with how I play, I'll take it slow, but with this gun you do not need to. You just rush in there and you just slaughter people. Doesn't matter if you get killed because you're going to be back in like 10 seconds to do it all again. It's just absolutely insane, the versatility that this weapon offers. I didn't even have many unlocks. I mean, I waited until I got to like 10 kills and I put a reflex sight on it, and that was great. I mean, that like I'm not a fan of the iron sights on a lot of the weapons in this game. So once you get a sight on it, you're pretty much good to go. I think I ended up using the stubby grip and whatever the first barrel attachment is, the basic one. And I was completely fine with that. There's probably much better combinations for this weapon out there and I just haven't found them yet. But I didn't feel like I was lacking. After a good sight, probably the best thing on this weapon was a laser sight, and it's probably the first time I've actually used a laser sight effectively. There were a couple of night maps where I turned it off, but during the day, having that red dot and just being able to hip fire spray people with this weapon is absolutely insane. If you're a fan of those quicker game modes, those ones where you see a lot more action and you die a lot more, for example, I was playing Cash Run last night, where if you haven't played it before, it's basically played on a really small map. There's these box truck money vans all over the map, and you basically earn money by killing other players. If you die, you drop that money, but basically it all gathers together and you gotta run to these trucks to deposit it, and whoever cashes the most amount of money at the end of the round wins. It's pretty good, it's high intensity, you can gather up a lot of money, you know, by sniping and then just run back to your base and deposit it there. I didn't want to do that. I actually wanted to play on the front line, and I was getting maybe 60, 70 kills a match. I was dying a lot too, but it's just so good for this game mode. So if you haven't before, I highly recommend jumping into one of the smaller 64 player servers and just voting for Cash Run. It's pretty good. I'm going to be playing it a lot more now. You can take it on to the larger, 200 player servers, onto the larger maps, and still have a good time with it, but it's going to severely limit the engagements that you can take. I find on those larger maps that your engagements spread out a bit further. I mean, the majority of them are still going to be up close. That's just the meta of Battlebit. That's how it works at the moment. But if you're trying to engage somebody that's maybe 100, 150 meters away, the best that you could hope for is firing in small bursts and just hoping for a lucky headshot. And that's really the best you're going to do with this weapon. It's meant for the smaller urban maps, and I think that's where it should be played. If you want the highest mobility possible with this gun, I would recommend going into your character and just keep your helmet on. As far as backpack and as far as your Kevlar goes, put them on the lightest option available. It gives you far better movement and aim down sight speed. If that doesn't necessarily matter to you, then staying with medium stuff will work just as good. But yeah, I think for this class, it really focuses on running around and getting those flanks. It does have a built-in suppressor. There is no mini-map on the screen at all times in this game, so you don't appear anyway. But if your shots are muffled with all of the other chaos that's going on in the battlefield, you can drop 1 or 2 players and get around the flanks with this weapon. I did it many times when I was playing with it, and yeah, I think that's really what this gun is designed for. It's for quick movement, close CQB combat, and just getting those flanks. And if you do that, you will have a fantastic time with this weapon. Anyway, that's really all I wanted to talk about this week. Go try the Honey Badger next week if you haven't tried it before. You will have a fantastic time. I just want to give a real quick shout out to everybody who watched the video a couple of weeks ago. I didn't get to make a video last week as I was away for a weekend holiday, and I didn't get to upload anything as I didn't have my computer with me. But yeah, to everybody who liked that video, it was the Juggernaut one with the M249. Everybody who left a like on the video and subscribed, thank you. It means an awful lot when I'm trying to do this a bit more often. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Try the Honey Badger. I've said it about 5 times in this video, and I'm going to reiterate it now. Try the Honey Badger. I didn't know it was a meta weapon, and I started killing people with it, and at one point I got called a honey badger bitch, which I think is a fantastic name to call somebody. So go be a honey badger bitch and enjoy this gun. And anyway, guys, that's all I've got for this week. So let me know down in the comments below, have you tried the Honey Badger? Have you had success with it? If you have an ideal loadout with this weapon, do let me know, because I will be using it a lot more in the future. Of all the weapons I've reviewed, this one shocked me the most with how utterly fucking amazing it is. So yeah, anyway, that's all I've got for this week, guys. Take care. Try the Honey Badger. Try the Honey Badger. Try the Honey Badger. Alright, take care. Bye.
Every fucking internet user in the world knows, however, you don't underestimate the Honey Badger. Come get some, motherfuckers, it yells. Your balls are exposed. Where's your balls? Shoulder bite. Ooh, I got the taste for blood. Neck attack. Ring a rosies. A pocket full of posies. A tissue.